preparedness for self-immolation in the name of the law. In reality, there was a fairly sophisticated logic governing such self-immolation, which would not have been readily apparent to Josephus' readers either at the time or so subsequently. The mass suicides at Masada, at Gamala, and at other sites are explained by Eisenman as resting ultimately on the uniquely Zealot concept of resurrection. This concept derived primarily from two Old Testament prophets, Daniel and Ezekiel, but both of whose texts were found among the Dead Sea Scrolls at Qumran. Daniel was the first to give expression to the concept in any developed form. Of those who lie sleeping in the dust of the earth, many will awake, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting disgrace. He speaks too of an imminent kingdom of heaven and of end times, of the coming of an anointed prince, of a son of man. On one was conferred sovereignty, Daniel. In Ezekiel, the relevant passage is the famous vision of a valley filled with dry bones, all of which God announces will live again. I mean to raise you from your graves and lead you back to the soil of Israel, and you will know that I am Yahweh. When I open your graves and raise you from your graves, and I shall put my spirit in you, and you will live. So important was this passage deemed to be that a copy of it was found buried under the floor of the synagogue at Masada. The concept of resurrection derived from Daniel and Ezekiel was picked up and adopted by the original Zealots for the law. The Maccabees, thus in the second book of Maccabees, it is used to encourage martyrdom for the sake of the law. In 2 Maccabees 14:42, an elder of Jerusalem kills himself rather than be captured and suffer. Outrages in 2 Maccabees. A priest and teacher of the law kills himself as an example of how to make a good death for the venerable and holy laws. This incident, according to Eisenman, is the prototype for the establishment of later Zealot mentality. The principle finds its fullest expression in 2 Maccabees 7, where 7 brothers submit to death by torture rather than transgress the law. Said one brother, "You may discharge us from this present life, but the King of the world will raise us up, since it is for his laws that we die, to live again forever." Another said, "It was heaven that gave me these limbs. For the sake of his laws, I disdained them from him. I hope to receive them again."